The war-torn countries of Russia and Ukraine have stirred a food prices-led crisis across the world. Together, the two nations used to export nearly a third of the world's wheat and barley produce, key raw materials for liquor companies. Rice, a third major raw material, was also exported heavily by Russia. It was the world's 28th largest exporter of the commodity in 2020. With the two countries battling it out in Eastern Europe, prices of rice and barley have jumped around 15% and 59% respectively over the last 6 months. On the bourses, shares of related companies have shed over 30% so far this calendar year. Among the lot, Radico Khaitan, GM Breweries and Globus Spirits saw over 20% cuts. In comparison, the benchmark Nifty 50 index declined around 9% during the period. The fall came as soaring input costs put pressure on related companies' margin in Q4 of FY 2022. Individual companies saw EBITDA margin contraction of up to 800 basis points in the January-March quarter, with average contraction at around 200 to 250 bps. However, analysts believe the worst may be behind for the sector.
Yes, input costs has been going up, but there is an expectation that price increases will be granted by some of the key states. There has been at least 8 to 12 indicative measures taken by multiple state governments, like let's say rolling back of tax increase, or reduction in customs duty, or reduction in the local levies for imported products, or even opening up the public controlled way of working to private private operated way, which is all seen as progressive. So collectively, if you look at multiple actions by different states in different parts of India, it does appear that there is finally the industry is actually finding a lot of success for their positive lobbying efforts.
Amid these developments, Officers' Choice Whisky maker Allied Blenders and Distilleries Limited has filed documents with SEBI to raise 2,000 crore rupees through an initial public offering. That said, most analysts recommend investors selectively buy these stocks from a medium to long term.
Going forward as well, at least in the near term, the outlook definitely does not look that positive because of the inability to pass on the cost increase. And moreover, the risk of hike in excise duty could also impact sentiments as well. So yes, in the near term, at least for the next 6 months, these stocks could remain under pressure. But from a long-term perspective, the sector has a pretty promising growth story with premiumization picking up pace that would help margins as well as profitability as well.
ICICI Securities is bullish on United Breweries, Sher Khan on Globus Spirits and Radico Khaitan, and HDFC Securities on United Breweries.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
अब क्या किया?
शेयर्स में ट्रेडिंग।
तुम्हें 5 पैसा नहीं पता?
ओए, अब तो सबको पता है। 5 पैसा पर मिलते हैं रिसर्च टूल्स, पोर्टफोलियो एनालिटिक्स और इन्वेस्टमेंट आइडियाज भी। डाउनलोड 5 पैसा नाउ।
अब तो सबको पता है Investing made easy and rewarding with 5 paisa. Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.